Hey everybody and welcome back. I apologize in advance if you hear any noise. We are having our roof done today. This is probably going to be the second or third time you've heard this if you watch all of my videos. But the show must go on. So today we are here to talk about another mascara review. If you guys are not new here, you know mascara reviews are my favorite. Probably my absolute favorite thing. I don't think there's another video that I like filming more than these. I just love them because I am not a false lashes girl. I hate to wear them. I think I've worn them maybe 3 times and I just don't like it. Usually they're not that much longer than my actual lashes with mascara. And so it's not really the length, but they have like this crazy stupid volume that just looks unnatural, which they aren't natural, so I guess that's why. But regardless, anyway, that's why mascara is so important to me. I need a mascara that is going to make my lashes look as good as they possibly can without being falsies. I just don't have time for it. So today we're talking about 3 different Essence mascaras. These are all $4.99. They are some of the cheapest mascara that you will find at the drugstore, if not the cheapest, aside from maybe like e.l.f. or something, but I've never tried their mascaras. I will link at the end of this video and down below my mascara review playlist. I think there's like 16 or 18 videos in that playlist, and I know one video had like 10 different mascaras in it. Another one had like 5 different. So there's probably like close to 40 mascara reviews in that playlist. So feel free to look through there. Today I have these 3. I have the Lash Princess in the green bottle tube, the False Lash Effect mascara. I have one of their new ones, the Lashes of the Day Super Volume Mascara, super cute packaging, and then the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara with lengthening fibers. So those are the 3 that I tested out. I've been trying them for a little while now. I think this one I've had for over a month, and I've been using it almost daily, and then I got the other 2. So let's go ahead and get into this. As always with all of my mascara reviews, I will show you the wand and everything and talk about them, and then at the end of talking about each one I will show you a collage with an up-close picture of my naked eye, followed by a picture of my eye with 2 coats of the mascara on it, and then a super close-up high-def picture of the wand as it comes out of the tube. So you will see how much product is on there. If there's a lot or a little, you'll be able to see the fibers, yada yada yada. So you will see that super up close. Then at the end of this video, I will go ahead and show you what all 3 of them look like next to each other so that you can kind of see, you know, the comparison. And then also at the very end of this video, I will show you a collage that has my 2 absolute favorite mascaras. I have a drugstore one and a high-end one. So you will see what those 2 look like next to each other, as well as the wands and the names of them. Links for everything will be down in the description below. My 2 favorite mascaras, I throw that in there so that you can see what my desired lash look is. And then you can determine based on my reviews whether you would like the mascaras or not, because we all have different needs and wants out of a mascara. I personally want a lot of length and definition. Volume isn't necessarily my top priority. I would prefer length over volume. But if there is volume, I want it to be fanned out, separated, lush. I don't want it to be clumpy. I guess that's my main thing. But I just want to throw that in there because sometimes I get kind of like tunnel vision of what I'm doing here. And one of you lovely ladies pointed out to me, Lexi, that if I don't like a mascara, she's pretty sure that she will like it or that it will work for her, because we just have different, you know, needs in a mascara. So first up, we'll just do it in the order that I tried them out in. First up is the Volume Stylist 18-Hour Lash Extension Mascara with lengthening fibers. This one was interesting. Let's take a look at the wand first as it comes out of the tube. There is a little bit of extra product on it, not too much though, and there are tons of tiny little fibers in here, which you probably won't be able to see that well until you see the up close picture of it, but it has kind of a tapered on both ends, almost like an elongated football shaped wand on it. So it's fattest in the middle and then skinniest at both ends. It is a fibery bristle type of brush as opposed to a plastic silicone bristle brush. I do prefer those types of brushes over the silicone ones a lot of the time. This mascara is supposed to give you length and volume both, which is right up my alley. And it says that it has a fiber releasing extension brush. I don't really know what they mean by that because, you know, the fibers are on there, so they're going to come off whenever you're putting it on. But probably just a marketing ploy. So here's the thing about this mascara. I like the look that I get with it. I feel like it makes a really good one coat mascara. I am a huge proponent of one coat mascaras because number one, it's easy, and number two, I feel like if you have a really good mascara that can give you some length and definition without having to add on multiple layers, it looks a little bit more natural and it's able to fool people a little bit more into thinking that your lashes are just naturally, you know, long and defined and pretty, whereas whenever you add more and more coats, it's clear that you're wearing mascara, which is not a big deal, but you know, just sometimes if you really want like a no makeup look for real, but you want to wear some mascara, it just looks a little bit more natural. So I do like the effect that I get from this. I think it's a really good mascara in terms of lengthening. I don't feel like the fibers do a whole lot though. I feel like it's the formula itself that is building on it itself. But the fibers I think are too short to really do much of anything. They're very teeny tiny and they're not long enough to really add on to each other. Here's my problem with this mascara though. It flakes like a mother trucker. It's so bad. So bad. Like, I will show you a picture right now somewhere here of how many flakes are just all over. It's ridiculous. And it started like that from the get-go. It's not because it was getting dried out or anything. It was always flaky. So I did not like that. I just, one or two flakes throughout the day, hey, I know that that happens. I can tolerate it. But just like constant confetti of flakes, no, I can't recommend it for that reason alone. So that's a bummer because it did look really nice. I will say that the formula itself is a little bit more of a drier formula, but it's not dry. It's kind of like a light cream formula whenever you first open it up. It's not one of those wet formulas, but it's not dry to the point where you can't really like build it up or where it takes a lot of effort and stuff. So overall a good formula, but the flaking, not great. Next up is the Lashes of the Day Super Volume Mascara. I think this is fairly new. It is just a volumizing mascara. It does not claim to give you longer lashes, which is apparent whenever you use it. Here is the brush coming out of the tube. It is also another kind of bristly brush instead of silicone. If you see here, there's a little bit of built up product on the very tip of it, not too much though. This I'm okay with applying straight out of the tube. I don't feel like I have to knock any of the excess off. It does have kind of a wonky applicator. It's not bad, but it's just, it kind of starts out thick and then gets a teensy bit thinner in the middle and then goes back out thick. So it's kind of the inverse of the other wand. But overall, for all intents and purposes, it's a regular wand. Nothing really out of the ordinary with it, just nitpicking the actual shape of it just to tell you about it. That's how it is. Now, this mascara, I also like the way that it looks. I will tell you that there is no flaking with this one, so that is already a point in its favor. It's definitely not a gel formula. It's certainly creamy. It is a little bit of a wet-ish formula, but not one of those like liquidy wet formulas. This has good cling to it, I guess. It's so hard to describe mascaras sometimes. It has good cling though. It can really like grab onto your lashes, and I do like the brush for that. It certainly grabs on. I do have a complaint about this one though. None of these are perfect, but you know, we'll talk about it. My one complaint about this one is that it is a volumizing mascara. It does not claim to give you length, and it doesn't really give you length. So if length is what you're looking for, like a lot of length, I don't think that this would be up your alley. However, you do get a good amount of volume from it. As with the other one, I think I forgot to mention that. It does give good volume, but the lengthening you do get with that one. This one is strange. I've encountered this phenomenon with a few different mascaras, and you will put it on, put the first coat on, you know, you're building it up, and then you go in for a second coat. It refuses to build on itself past a certain point. It's like there's an invisible line above your lashes that it's just like, that's it, I'm stopping, I'm not going any further. And it will actually start to ball up on the end of each lash to where rather than just building a nice thin, you know, taper to it, it starts to develop a little, you know, ball, almost like the ball on the bristles of a hairbrush. You guys know what I'm talking about. So it is kind of strange. And I can't even remember off the top of my head all of the mascaras that this has happened with, but I do know for sure that the Maybelline Colossal Cat Eyes one did that as well. Strangest thing. So for me, this is a 1-coat mascara. It is not good as a 2-coat mascara, but I do really like the way that it looks with 1 coat. I would totally repurchase this again just because it does give me a nice full effect. It just doesn't give me super length, which I'm okay with on a day-to-day basis. If I'm not like, you know, needing to look really lashy, I guess, then it's okay. I don't really mind that because there's plenty of mascaras that I like that don't provide a lot of length, but I just like the way that they make my lashes look. And it's just purely personal preference. So when comparing this one to the other one, I would say this one is better than the purple one just because there is no flaking, but you do get less length with this one, more length with this one. This one also feels feather soft, and that's another reason why I like it as a 1-coat kind of, you know, no makeup day mascara, is that it feels so soft and it makes your lashes look soft. It doesn't make them look crunchy. You know how you can look at some lashes and you're like, those are some crispy crunchies? That's not these. So I do really like that. I would totally repurchase this one. Last but not least is the Lash Princess False Lash Effect Mascara. This is one that I had used quite often a couple years ago, and I wanted to kind of try it again and see, because it has been a while since I circled back around to some of my older mascaras, the ones that I used to really like. And this is one that I had purchased several tubes of. I used it for like a year solid. Of course, mixing in with other mascaras, but this was one of my most repurchased back in the day. And the reason why I wanted to try it again is because I have been using lash growth serums for the past 2 years. So my lashes have definitely changed since I last used this. And I just use Rapid Lash over the counter. I don't use anything prescription or anything like that. And it has definitely made my lashes grow longer, but also increased the amount of lashes that I have, which is possibly why I don't love volumizing mascaras anymore, because I already have a lot of lashes. I just want them to be even longer. So that's where I'm coming from on that. I guess that's the whole reason why. But this one is a volumizing and lengthening mascara. So do I still love it? Let's talk about it. I do like how this has kind of grippy, like rubber on the top. I like the grip on it. I like the packaging. It's cute. I feel like Essence Mascaras, their packaging is really cute. I like it. It's good. So here's what this wand looks like. It is kind of a cone-shaped brush, it does have quite a bit of product on the end here, and sometimes whenever you pull it out, there will be a lot of product down here. So I do knock off the excess every time that I go to use it. This is also a natural bristly type of brush, wand, never know what to say. So I do like that. All three of these were like that. And was it still good? Did I still like it? Well, I am wearing it today. I feel like, was that weird for you? I feel like I really like how it looks. However, there is a caveat. Because it is so volumizing, I have to be careful with it. I have to kind of finesse it and kind of really work through it. By the way, I forgot to mention, I usually try to mention this in every one. I don't do like mascara like demos anymore because I put it on the same way with every single mascara. It's just redundant if I keep doing it, and I feel like we all have our own different ways of applying mascara that works best for us. So I always put it on the end, and then I roll up as I comb through it, and then I wiggle and roll. That's it. That's all I do. So anyway, because it is so volumizing, I do have to kind of finesse as I'm rolling it through my lashes and kind of use the wand to comb through them rather than clump them. Because if you don't watch it, Fogo, I'm watching you. Hey. He's trying to make off with my makeup brush. If you don't watch it, it will clump up. And it can look very spidery, which is not what I want. I know some of us do like that though. So if you like that, just get this and be done with it and you'll be fine. But if you don't like that look, you can make this work for you totally. I feel like it's not super clumpy today. It's nice and defined. And of course you'll see it in the picture with no makeup on and stuff. But just finesse it, just kind of take it easy with it. And I feel like with one coat, it looks really good. It's a little bit more dramatic though than these two. And the length is pretty darn good on this. I would totally repurchase this one also. But this is certainly giving the Catrice one a run for its money. However, the Catrice is a little bit more defined, and I do like the look of that. So we'll have to see how it goes. For right now, my favorites are still my favorites. But all three of these, not bad for what they are. By the way, this has no flaking either. I would not recommend this one because of the flaking. I would recommend this one, and I will be repurchasing this one, but more to use as a no makeup day kind of mascara, a one coat mascara. And this one I will definitely repurchase also just to use any old time because I do like the way that it looks. So if you are wanting more length, I would go with this one, but if you want more volume, I would go with this one. This does, of course, give you volume, but if you want the length, go with this. If length is not an issue for you, do this one. You would probably really like it. So that is it for those guys. I want to let you know I am currently working on more mascara reviews. I am going to be doing, I think next, the, what is it, L'Oreal? I think it's L'Oreal. The Volume X Fiber Mascara, the Duo Mascara. And then I also have the LA Girl Oomphed Mascara. And then I have 3 different Great Lash mascara varieties that I will all be reviewing in one video, just like this one. And then I have a Catrice mascara primer to use with one of my favorites to see how that is. So that is it. I hope that you guys liked this review. I hope that you got some good information out of it, and I will catch you guys next time. Bye.